favourite thing to do in Queenstown is just go for a wine along the waterfront. It's just beautiful scenery to relax in, and you know, to sit there and take it all in it's really nice to do. Queenstown is known as the adventure capital of New Zealand, and people on our trips can choose to take part in those. They can do zip lining, so flying foxes as we call them here, through the trees. They can go on the jet boats, which were invented in New Zealand, and speed along the rivers, doing the big 360 turns and coming about this close to rock faces. Before I was doing a job in the travel industry, I hadn't travelled as much of my own country, and when I did and got to do it and then took these tours, you know, you've got such a sense of pride in your homeland.
This little island's all about fun. It's all about friendship. For me, it's all about sharing my backyard with all the beautiful people that come on AAT Kings tours.
I've been working with AAT Kings for 7 years now, and I started up in Darwin. I have done it for quite a few years now, but to see it through fresh eyes every time, the different characters that we have on board our coaches really highlight things that you may have almost forgotten about sometimes. You glance over and then all of a sudden realise that, you know, that is a pretty cool place, that is a good view. The landscapes, the escarpments, the rivers, whether they have water or whether they're dry, I mean, putting them into words is not an easy thing. Experiencing it and seeing it yourself is probably the best way. It is very undescribable, as clearly I'm showing. You know, when you try and tell them you've had a bad day or a hard day or a long day, they go, come on, you're getting paid to be on a holiday? and you smirk and laugh and kind of agree, because you really are. How can you complain when this is your office? It does take time to get from one point to the next, but the journey is, and can most certainly be, the destination a lot of the time. To pause and to look around in the surrounds that you are driving through. Those spectacular vistas, views, and those mountain ranges are the journey that you've been looking for, and some people miss it and don't realise. And what you're viewing them from is pretty damn comfy. I guess what I've always said to myself when I would walk away from this would be the moment that I'm not happy anymore, or it's not fun, because if it's not fun for me, then I'm not making it fun for our guests. I still feel that I've got a lot to give, and I still feel that it is great fun. So whilst I still have that feeling, I think I'll continue on.
Yes, my name is Mark. I am a tour director here in New Zealand for AAT Kings, and I've just completed my 3rd year here in New Zealand. Everything that you can see anywhere else in the world, you can see right here in New Zealand. One of the great things here in New Zealand too, and one of the unique things, is the kiwi, the symbol of New Zealand. One of the best places to experience and to see these kiwi birds is at Rainbow Springs in Rotorua. Another wonderful jewel is the Tapuia geothermal region. To be wandering through this otherworldly type of landscape where our largest geyser, the Mahutu geyser, erupts every couple of hours. Even areas where you are shown how the Maori have always, and still do today, cook their food in these natural earth ovens. The highest point and the great point in Rotorua is up here at the top of the Skyline gondola. Look at the incredible vistas that we get from up here. Not only is it the views though, there's a whole adventure park up here on the top of the mountain. Part of our job too, we of course spend enough time with people to get to know them, to get to know what has brought them here, and the connection you make by helping deliver what people have been looking forward to gives you a really wonderful warm feeling to being a part of fulfilling that sort of dream or wish for them. One of the things I like most about working here in New Zealand is the fact that it's a little part of all of the world squashed into one place. People come to New Zealand with quite high expectations. What I love about this job is that no matter how high people's expectations are, I know by the end of their time with us, those expectations will not only have been met, but far exceeded.
Sydney, the first place we come to is Mrs. Macquarie's chair, and I think that is such a highlight for most people because there's wonderful views overlooking the Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, and for most of our guests it's a pretty wow moment just getting that photo of them and in the background having two very iconic features of Sydney. Bondi Beach, one of our famous beaches here in Sydney, Australia, and it is just such a magnificent place to visit, especially on a sunny day and when there's not huge swells or big waves. It's beautiful, it's really beautiful. We travel for a period of time. There's a special energy I find when we're on the coach, and you know, all these different nationalities. It's quite unique to bring all these people from around the world together to experience and to see our beautiful country.
You do make a lifelong bond with a lot of people out here, especially when you've had a couple of days with the same people and really get to show them some really interesting stuff. Central Australia is a beautiful place. Uluru is the big attraction, but you've got so much else to see. Just being able to share what I know with people who are interested and keen, and I guess I'm really passionate about passing that on. I don't think there's anything more inspiring than the nature that we have out here, and it's not hard to be passionate when you see that, and it's your office.
This is why I've got my job, really, just waking up this hour in the morning, getting out here, getting amongst the people and just enjoying seeing the sun come up onto Uluru and Katajuda. Beautiful place, beautiful time of the day, beautiful people, love it. My name is Shorty, or nickname is Shorty, I suppose. Shorty's been the name since I was about 12 years old. And I don't think I've grown since then either. And as soon as that sun just starts to show a little bit of twilight and then break the horizon, it's just, yeah, you see their faces light up and they're awake for the rest of the day, ready to go and ready to learn about this great environment we have out here.
The most thing I love about being a tour director, especially for AAT Kings, is the ability to connect with people. That is my passion. You have people from across the globe visiting our country, and what better job to show off, Australia, and that is my real passion, is to show the best our country has to offer. The view from Mount Nelson is spectacular. I mean, we had a great day today. It was nice and sunny, great view over the Derwent River, over the city of Hobart, the Tasman Bridge. So yeah, it's a great place for people to go. Even locals go up there to the cafe and just enjoy, Devonshire tea, or just go up there for a great view of the city. Sharing stories with the guests is really a part of, it's more than just giving commentary. It's about bringing the area to life. Once you start the tour, it's like a steam engine, and you go for it for how long it may take, 10 days to 20 or so days. But it's that passion, that intrinsic sort of steam engine that just rolls, and you go with it.
The reason why I'm here and working here is, I have a lot of reasons, good reasons. I think the most interesting thing is more I learn about here, especially about culture, I have more questions. The culture is really deep, and then the culture and the history, their culture is hidden, a secret. I love a lot of things here, the nature and the scenery, and especially I love people. I always have different people and then they actually create a lot of different questions. So like answering their question is most interesting part. One year is actually not good enough for me to learn everything. And I think even if I spend like lifetime here, I don't think I can learn everything.